Good afternoon. Hi, my name is Mary. I work at the Fountain Library for the Pikes Peak Library District. Today I'll be showing you how to create your customized t-shirts using Bleach. Basically, you're going to go from a plain tank top or t-shirt to one that's been customized. So you can use any image you like. The trick is to find something that's easy to cut out. This is another example of a t-shirt we've made in a different program. So this is Star Wars. So you can use your favorite fandom and cut out what you need to use to create this project. Okay, so the supplies you're going to need for this project are a colored t-shirt or tote bag or shoes or hat, but it won't work on any white fabric because we're using bleach to take the color out. You'll need a design, so whatever your inspiration is, tape, freezer paper. You might ask around the house. It's not wax paper, it's only waxy on one side. So you'll have a shiny side and a flat side. That's important because you want to make sure that your drawing is on the flat side. Any kind of pen, pencil, marker, Sharpie, whatever it takes to draw your image. Rulers sometimes are helpful for cutting, keeping your line straight. Scissors for cutting out your image. You're going to need a spray bottle of some sort. Do not mix chemicals. Make sure you ask an adult or parent in your house before you use the most important ingredient, which is the bleach. You'll also need an iron and maybe an ironing board. If you don't have an ironing board, you can put a towel down. You want to be very careful not to damage your furniture, such as your dining room table or a patio table, with the heat from the iron. You're also going to want to have cardboard in between your shirt so you don't spray the bleach all the way through. You can use this cardboard from boxes, from cereal boxes, any type of recycling or delivery boxes, as long as you have something protecting your t-shirt. Once you have the image you want on the t-shirt, you're going to take a piece of freezer paper, approximately the same size, and you're going to lay it over it to create your stencil. You can use tape to hold it down, or clips or paper clips, depending on what you have at home. Once you have that on there, you will trace your outline and then make sure you're paying attention to your negative and positive spaces, because you're going to want to make sure when you cut it out, you have the right images in the right spaces. So I've drawn this, and then I've taken this one and already cut it out. So the next step is to lay it on our t-shirt. Now that you have your stencil cut out, you position it on your t-shirt. What I forgot to mention earlier as well is you want to make sure your t-shirt is clean and you've washed it without using fabric softener. I have cardboard between my shirt. I've laid my stencil on, and as you can see, I have an extra piece. Sometimes when you cut out your stencil, you'll have a piece you have to add back later. I find it's easier to add it back in after I've ironed my stencil down. So you'll just touch it very lightly with your iron. This starts to stick down quite fast. You want to be careful about moving your iron around because you can catch the edges of your stencil if it's very detailed. Okay, I want to make sure it's stuck on, that we have all of these edges, because we're going to spray it with the bleach, and if we have edges that are lifting, the bleach might get underneath. I have this set on the cotton setting, but I'm being careful not to leave it anywhere for too long, because you don't want to scorch your t-shirt or your stencil. Okay, I'm going to add this little guy back in here. I think he went this way. Right there. our Slytherin tail, we want to make sure our snake is taken care of. These edges good. Okay, so you can see that it's now stuck to the t-shirt. It's nice and smooth and flat. We don't have any edges that are sticking up. I don't have any pokey bits. All right, we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty, we've moved outside because we're going to be using the bleach on the t-shirt. We've placed the bleach in the spray bottle. Make sure that you're being very careful when you pour this and have adult supervision. It is bleach. It'll take the color out of anything you're wearing or anything you spill it on. The most important thing to remember is anywhere you don't want bleach, you should make sure you've tucked it away. So we're going to tuck the top of the shirt under and the sleeves under. The other thing with bleach is you can always add more, but you can't take away. So we're going to spray and then we're going to wait. And then we're going to spray again. We want to do a nice light spray. If you saturate it, it'll go through the freezer paper and it'll ruin your image, and you'll also lose your design. So we want to just take a moment. I'm going to step over here. And we're going to spray this way because this is the way the wind is blowing. And we'll wait. Due to some technical difficulties with the black t-shirt, we've shifted over to the brown t-shirt. After you've sprayed it with bleach and you've let it set, you can just lift using your fingernail or a butter knife the stencil off, just like this. And now I'm gonna go take this and rinse it in cold water, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's dry. I'm just gonna rinse this right in the cold water to get the superficial bleach off. All right, these are our finished products. They're still drying, so the color will continue to differ as they become dry. They're still wet. The black, as I said earlier, took a really long time to develop. I think this t-shirt is very color resistant, but it did finally turn out in the end, and you can see the great design. This one was the brown one. This one reacted the best. And if you see, it went from a brown t-shirt, but it pulled blue. So this is an easy craft for you to make if you want to have a fandom shirt of your very own using items. I bought all of these t-shirts at the Goodwill. I didn't pay more than $2 a piece for them.